Hello, Roam Mithril here once again, getting back to Silent Hill 3, as we're ready to explore the next major area, the construction site. So, let's find our way in, first off. In we go. This place is fairly complicated, rather on the large side. It isn't too bad if you know where you're going. The electricity's off. The elevator won't work. A stepladder. It's too big and bulky to take with me. I know there's some Phoenix Wright reference there with stepladders, though I'm not quite certain of the specifics of it. There's a can of adhesive here. It doesn't seem too special. Pfft, you never know when something like that could be handy. I mean, you carry all sorts of other things there, Heather. There are bags of cement or something piled up under the stairs. I don't particularly feel like lugging these heavy things around. I doubt I could use them anyway. Now that I'll excuse. Nice little atmospheric sound there. The lock is broken. Can't open the door. The third level ceiling is crumbled. For safety's sake, entry's forbidden. And the door shut tight. A toolbox, but there's nothing useful inside at all. Another stepladder of a different variety. The fourth level floor is crumbled. For safety's sake, entry is forbidden. And it won't let us in there either. Finally, the fifth floor will let us in. Still not interested in the elevator. It's a toilet. I thought this building was still under construction, but it looks like this has been used. Well, isn't that lovely? So now we have this big wide open area. But we also have this. The wall color looks a little different here, and the material's different too. It might break if it's hit hard enough. I got a pair of legs there. But we also get a silencer. You can see legs through the broken part of the wall. I hope those are just mannequin legs, but I guess I'm not that lucky. Just like the black cat. I wish I hadn't seen that. Not quite sure what's being referenced there. A little bit of trivia, though. Apparently, Word of God states that this is supposed to be some sort of reference to Metal Gear Solid. It is another Konami game. So anyway, about that silencer. Put it on a handgun or submachine gun to muffle the blasts. The basic point of this is to make the guns quieter, of course, to try to keep them from alerting other monsters in the room, since they are notified by noise. I want to say it also actually slightly weakens the shots, and considering by the time you pull out the guns to use them, especially since it's only good for the handgun and submachine gun, chances are you're pulling those out because you don't have too many other options and are rather surrounded. So, not really the most useful of items to have around. There's a little home made up of cardboard boxes and old blankets. I guess a squatter was living here. Ugh, a filthy mattress. Will you drop it into the hole? Sure! Because, well, basically to move on, you have to. Because the next thing going through the hole is us. So yeah, definitely not a good thing to come down here without having something soft to land on. But the door won't let us through. Could be dangerous if I'm not careful. Seemingly nothing else of interest out here, so out the window we go. And we run. And we go in the window. And away from those nasty, nasty pendulums. Tabletop is covered with papers. I don't see any info that might come in handy, though. It's a mannequin catalog. I guess this is the reception area for a mannequin company. Long as they don't have the ones from Silent Hill 2. It's a thermal carafe. There's nothing inside. Okay. This is the only mannequin with a head. There's something weird about the headless ones. Like they can still see me or something. Ick. Nice observation. That didn't sound good. But at least we got some ammo. And, well, this happened. This is blood. Well, yeah. What it's doing in a mannequin, who knows, but there you go. Alright. Okay, it's this way. Lots and lots of locked doors in this area. And the return of doubleheads. Yeah, there have been some comments about the stabbing motion with the pipe. You can actually do various attacks with the various melee weapons. Holding forward and attack at the same time will do the stabbing motion, which gives a pretty good rhythm usually for attacking things. You can also do an overhead swing like this. My only problem with the overhead swing is it does take her a while to recover from it. So especially when fighting something fast like the doubleheads, they'll usually get an attack in the meantime. Okay. Go ahead and use one of those, why not? Right, with that taken care of... Push the button, but the elevator won't come. Is it broken or something? This elevator's doors are open a little. Space is too narrow to be of any use, though. So, coming over here, we have Monica's dance studio. Let's check it out. We have a save point in here. Doesn't seem to have anything to say about this one. We also have this open drawer that has a rope. Interestingly, this is another of those instances where the puzzle difficulty has some bearing on events. On harder difficulties for puzzles, you have to do more to get that rope. Desk is cluttered up. It doesn't look like there's anything I'm interested in. But here on the desk, we find a map. Apparently this place is called the Hilltop Center. We got an office building map. So now we can get some idea of what's going on here. Lots of papers, but none of them are important to me. Broken. But we can come in here. And we get a first aid kit. And an ampule. That was a very nice locker. There's some magazines here, but nothing really important. One of them I've already read, and the other just doesn't interest me. Just to prove a point, you can actually come in here to the actual dance studio. But aside from lots and lots of monsters, there's nothing to be had in here. A couple of double heads, an insane cancer. No actual items or anything in there, so yeah, no point. Okay. So with that, we've looked everywhere in the dance studios. I don't think there's really anything else of interest on this floor. So we go through here. No getting out at the second floor. Or the first. There's plenty of stuff behind the stairs, but it's all junk. So they let you come down here, but there's no real reason to. Instead, you need to go back up. Let's see here. No interest in the fourth floor. Fifth floor it is. There are cleaning goods here. There's not too much I can do with them. Okay, so what we got here? Elevators that won't work, empty cardboard boxes. Some of the boxes might be full, but I really don't need to go through them now. Heather is certainly genre savvy or something. Knows what boxes she needs to go through and not.